What do you do when you're at work and you don't have time to make it to your Zoom audition? You audition from your car. Okay, let's get ready for this audition. Clean this out, my frame properly. There you go. Oh, it's so hot in here. Take the seat up. Gotta make sure I turn that off before I get to my audition. Okay.
Hi, Viviana.
Hello.
Thank you for auditioning for us. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hi, my name is Viviana. Hello, I am Viviana Saavedra. Welcome to my channel where I share my journey as an actress. The lessons, the challenges, the bookings, and everything in between. So doing an audition from your car is really not ideal. However, as actors, you know, if you're an actor, that sometimes you don't have a choice. In this specific situation, I had no choice, and I will tell you why. Okay, so on the same day, I have booked an acting gig, and on the same day, I had my callback audition for Spectrum. So I was just hoping that the times were gonna work out, because when you're an actor, you know, when you get booked on a gig, on an acting gig, they tell you the time for you to show up, but they usually never tell you exactly when you're gonna leave. So you kind of just hope you will be able to leave at a specific time to make your other gig or your other job or wherever else you have to go. Usually people in general don't schedule anything. I usually, if I have a paid gig, I usually don't schedule anything for the day because I never know what time I'm gonna leave. In this situation, my call time was pretty early in the morning, and they actually released us like around noon, which was perfect. Thank God they released us at noon, because my callback audition was around 2. But it was gonna take me over 2 hours to get home. I was in a faraway location, so I wasn't gonna have enough time to actually make it home to do this Zoom audition. Okay then, so I had to think about what I was gonna do. I was like, okay, I cannot be late, and I have to show up on time. So I went to Starbucks. Starbucks was the first thing I thought about, because for some reason I thought Starbucks was going to be a quiet place with a little corner where I could go to and record my audition. But no, it wasn't. So I walked in the Starbucks and I instantly realized that they had ambience music. So I was like, okay, you know what? This is not gonna work, because casting directors, they don't want to hear noise. They don't want to hear anything when you're doing a Zoom audition online. They just want to see you and they want to be able to hear you. So I was like, okay, this is not the place. I don't know where else to go. So I was like, okay, I don't have a choice, so I'm just gonna have to do it in the car. That wasn't my first choice. So I was like, okay, you know what? You have a phone mount. Just set it up in the car. So that's what I did. I just went in the car, set it up. I made sure I was framed like, kind of like you see this right now, kind of like the same. And I was like, I think they will be okay if I'm set up like this. So I got in the car, I turned on the AC because it was so hot. I made sure I turned the AC on so that it could cool off a little bit before the audition started. It was so hot that my phone it overheated. So I was like, oh my gosh, it cannot overheat in the audition. So I turned the I turned the AC on and I put my phone really close to the AC for the, right before the audition for like a few minutes so that my phone could cool down fully, or at least so that that wouldn't happen on the audition. And then it was finally time to go. The casting director showed up and I did the audition. They made me do it a couple of times and they actually were okay with me doing it in the car. Thank God. So a few days later, I received a call from my agent and he told me that I have booked the audition. So, oh my goodness, I booked the audition. It was worth it. I didn't know if that was gonna happen, but I just, made all the arrangements to show up to the audition and do the best I could. So this stuff sometimes happens where you don't have the ideal place to audition, you don't have the ideal setup, or but you have to show, but you just kind of like your schedule and you pretty much are expected to show up. So these are some things that we actors go through, and we just make things work. If you're watching this and you're an aspiring actor, a new actor, or somebody who has been acting for a longer time, I would like for you to tell me what situations like similar to this have happened to you. It would be really interesting for me to hear, because sometimes when you're an actor, you feel like, oh my gosh, this is only happening to me. But no, it's not only happening to you. It's happening to all of us at some point. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you still want to continue to follow me on my journey as an actress, you're welcome to subscribe. And you can share this to anybody that you think will benefit from this video. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.